Hello everybody, today I want to discuss about the sexual reproduction in animals. As you know that we are doing the chapter sexual reproduction. So, reproduction in animals we are doing. Okay. So, in this chapter today I want to discuss the sexual reproduction in animals, and this is the most common method of reproduction in animals. As mentioned earlier, you know that the two parents are male, one male and other female take part in the sexual reproduction. Okay. And two types of the reproductive cells are there. These reproductive cells are also known as sex cells. These called gametes, and these are produced from these reproductive organs. So, male gamete is sperm and female gamete is ovum, plural ova. Okay. And that ovum is the singular, or ovum is also known as egg. A male gamete is usually small in size and it has a nucleus and little cytoplasm will be there. In humans, the male gamete has a long tail which helps in the movement. Female gamete is larger with a nucleus and more cytoplasm, and this cytoplasm provide nutrition to the growing embryo. Got it? So, the male and the female gamete fuse together and they will form zygote, the structure that is known as zygote. Okay. And the process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. After fertilization, the zygote mainly zygote divides repeatedly and undergoes growth in size. So, size will be growth, means grows, and this is called that embryo. When the size of the zygote is grows repeatedly, then it is known as embryo. Okay. And ultimately a new individual is formed by this embryo. So, you know that fertilization is taking place outside the female body, then it is said to be external fertilization, and the fertilization is taking place inside the female body, then it is said to be internal fertilization. Okay, that I have told you. So, the type of fertilization means the fertilization are of two types: external fertilization and internal fertilization. First of all, let me discuss these reproductive organs. After that, we will discuss the fertilization. As you know, actually that this is the male reproductive system. So, that male gamete is known as sperm. Male gamete is known as sperm. Okay, sperm is the male gamete, and female gamete is ovum or egg. Okay. Ova is plural, okay, and ovum is a singular. Got it? So, you know that these are the two reproductive systems, and here if we will talk about the sperm's diagram, then sperm will be like that. There will be a tail like structure will be there. That tail is help in the movement. Okay. So, that sperm contains a nucleus. So, that is a nucleus, you can write that this is the nucleus. Okay. And the part tail like structure, that is an tail which help in the movement. This is an tail. Okay. Here, and it contains the little cytoplasm also, that I told you. Here in case of ova, that ova or ovum is bigger in size, like that. It contains a nucleus and more cytoplasm also. That cytoplasm help in the nutrition of the embryo. Okay. So, it will provide nutrition to the growing embryo. So, most of the cytoplasm is present into this, and it will be large as compared to the sperm cell. Okay. let me discuss the female reproductive system and male reproductive system. So, first of all, let me discuss the male reproductive system. As you know, these are the organs which are found in the male reproductive system. What are these organs? As you know that this is the pair of sperm duct. So, two sperm duct are present here. Okay. These sperm duct contains that pair of testes. These are the two testes, means a pair of testes is present into it, and two sperm ducts will be there, two testes are there, okay, and this is a penis. So, one penis is there. So, a pair of testes, you know this is the pair of testes, okay, and singular it is testis, T-E-S-T-I-S. This is plural, this is singular, T-E-S-T-I-S, singular, okay. If you will write the plural, then it will become T-E-S-T-E-S, testis, okay. So, this is I have written the singular because I have just show it represented only single testis, okay. So, you know that actually these pair of testes are enclosed in the scrotal. This is a scrotum. So, it is an scrotal sac, okay, and outside the body, it will be present outside the body. Millions of sperms are produced by the testes, okay. So, millions of sperms are produced by this testes. So, these are the testes, these are enclosed by the scrotal sac, that is known as scrotum. Scrotum is the scrotal sac, okay. Second, two sperm ducts are there, these are the sperm ducts, okay, and one from each testis. You can see that one from each testis, and the sperms from the testis leave through the sperm duct and reach the penis. It will be reach the penis. Now, here it will be moved from here and it will be reached to the penis. So, testis produces the sperm and sperm will be reached to the penis like that. Okay. Now, next last one is the penis. As sperms are injected into the body of the female through this structure, this is known as penis. And structure of penis, that I have told you, a sperm is very small in size as compared to the ovum, and it is single celled. It consists three parts mainly. This one is the head, okay, with nucleus. Head is present with the nucleus. This is a head. It contains nucleus, and third part is a long middle piece. Middle piece is the head with the nucleus and middle piece, and the long tail will be there. Okay. So, this is the front part, after that middle piece, and that tail is there. Okay. The three parts are present there. The tail helps the sperm in the movement and allow it to reach up to the egg cell. ठीक है, egg cell तक ये पहुँच जाएगा with the help of movement with the tail. ठीक है. Now, this is the female reproductive system. You can draw these diagram also. This is the female reproductive system, and these are the female reproductive organs, uterus, ovary, oviduct. These are the female reproductive organs. As you know, you can see these are the pair of ovaries. Okay, this is a ovary, and these two ovaries are present, means a pair of ovaries present over here. Okay. Ovary is a singular word, and it produces ovum. Ovum. The ovary produces ovum, that is egg, and egg is much bigger than the sperm, that I have told you. Okay. And in females, a single cell is produced by one of the ovaries every month. Third, you can take the second one, that is oviduct. These two are the oviduct. These are interconnected with the ovary. So, these are the oviducts. These are also known as fallopian tube. So, you can write that fallopian tube. Oviduct is also known as fallopian tube. Okay. Now, what happens? An oviduct is a muscular tube which joins the ovary with the uterus, and it thus carries the egg from the ovary to the uterus. Okay, so it carries it into the uterus. Egg is carried towards the uterus. Now, in uterus what happens? Uterus is also known as womb. The another name of uterus is womb. Okay, and that uterus actually it will be development of the fertilized egg and fetus takes place here. Means here the development of embryo is taking place, development of zygote is taking place. You can say that fetus is just grow in the uterus. Okay. So, development of fertilized egg, that fertilized egg is zygote, and fetus takes place here in the uterus. Now, structure of an egg that I have already explained, you can just see this is the structure of egg. An egg, like the sperm, is a single celled structure. Sperm is also single celled structure, and it is in spherical in shape. This egg is in spherical in shape, and it contains a large quantity of food to provide nutrition to the developing embryo until it starts receiving nutrition from the mother. So, mostly cytoplasm is present, lot of cytoplasm is present here, which work as an food for the developing zygote, okay, or unfertilized egg, until the body will not provide the nutrition. Okay. So, these are the different structures of reproductive system. So, please write these, draw these diagrams, and you can just write the functions of each part also. Now, what happens? After this, that fertilization is taking place. After the sperm and the egg are produced by male and female humans respectively, then they are fused, and the fusion of sperm with an egg is called fertilization. Got it? And fertilization takes place inside the female body. So, that too fertilization is known as internal fertilization. Okay. And during the process, what happens? The nuclei in the sperm and the egg, that will be fused together. First of all, the nuclei will fuse together and form a single nucleus, and forming an fertilized egg also. This fertilized egg is called zygote. Got it? And zygote is the first cell of a individual. Got it? So, the zygote is formed after the fertilization. Got it? So, fusion of sperm and egg is results zygote. Means zygote is formed by the fusion of egg and sperm, and the process of fusion of male gamete and female gamete, that process is known as fertilization. Got it? If somebody will ask that what is the, means where is the fertilization takes place. So, you can say that fertilization takes place in the oviduct. That oviduct is also known as fallopian tube. Okay, so remember it. And a young human being or the animal before birth is the fetus, F-O-E-T-U-S, fetus, that is known as fetus. Okay. Do you know what is pregnancy? Actually, the period from the fertilization to birth, that is pregnancy, and it lasts about 9 months in humans. Okay. Now, let me discuss the development of embryo. So, how the embryo is developed? Actually, the embryo is formed from the zygote. First of all, when male gamete fused with the female gamete, then it will form zygote. Okay. then zygote repeatedly grows and it will form the embryo. During the development, the fertilized egg moves from the oviduct to the uterus. Got it? Uterus is also known as womb. So it will be moved towards the uterus and gets attached to its wall. Uterus wall से attach हो जाएगा. Okay? Now a new structure called placenta grows at the place where the developing embryo fixes to the uterus. ठीक है, वहाँ से एक स्ट्रक्चर निकलेगा प्लेसेंटा जहाँ से एम्ब्रियो फिक्स होगा. ये वॉल से मान लो यहाँ से फिक्स हो गया तो वहाँ से एक प्लेसेंटा निकल के आएगा और यहाँ से वो फिक्स हुआ है. एंड बाय 8 weeks all the major organs such as hands, legs, head, eyes, ears etc are formed in the embryo. ये सारी चीज़ें फॉर्म हो जाएंगी. ठीक है, 8 weeks में मेजर ऑर्गन्स हैं वो बन जाएंगे. मेजर ऑर्गन्स कौन कौन से हैं? हैंड्स है, लेग्स है, हेड है, आइज है, ईयर्स हैं, ये बन जाएंगे. द एम्ब्रियो एट दिस स्टेज when most of the body parts can be identified is called a fetus. उसको fetus बोलेंगे. जब सारे organs नज़र आ रहे हैं, आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं हम बॉडी पार्ट्स को, तो वो स्ट्रक्चर है fetus. Okay. By the 16th week all the organs are formed and the mother starts feeling the kicks of fetus after about 16 week. ठीक है, 16 वीक के बाद मदर को ऐसे लगता है, शी कैन फीलिंग करना शुरू होती है कि बच्चा जो है फीटस है वो किकिंग कर रहा है. ओके, एंड व्हाट हैपन्स आफ्टर 36 वीक्स ऑफ डेवलपमेंट द फीटस इज रेडी टू बोर्न. ठीक है, 36 वीक के बाद में फीटस डेवलप हो गया, आप रेडी टू बोर्न हो सकता है. Do you know कि what is the function of placenta? Actually, the main function of placenta is to supply oxygen and food to the fetus and dispose of fetal waste via mother's kidney. Got it? यानी placenta का सबसे important role है. बिना placenta के जो fetus जो है वो survive नहीं कर पाएगा. ठीक है, तो वेस्ट मटेरियल भी इसी के थ्रू बाहर आती है और ये ऑक्सीजन भी वहीं से लेता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ प्लेसेंटा, और फूड भी प्लेसेंटा के हेल्प से ही लेता है. नाउ हैव यू जस्ट लिसन अबाउट द टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबीज. एक्चुअली द टर्म टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी इज मिसलीडिंग एज द बेबी कैन नॉट बी ग्रोन इन द टेस्ट ट्यूब. इट इज़ ओनली द फर्टिलाइजेशन बिटवीन sperm and ova or ovum, or you can say it is the fusion of sperm and ovum or egg that is brought about in the test tube or petri dish. ठीक है, यानी sperm और egg का जो फ्यूज़न होगा वो ही टेस्ट ट्यूब में होता है. एक्चुअली टेस्ट ट्यूब के अंदर बेबी डेवलप नहीं होता. एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपन्स, ये टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबीज होती क्या है, some women cannot bear babies as their oviduct or fallopian tubes are blocked and the sperm cannot reach up to the egg. अगर ये oviduct है, ये duct है, तो ये oviduct है, यहाँ से ओवरी यहाँ जा ही नहीं पाएगी, तो sperms यहाँ पर आ ही नहीं पाएंगे इसमें, और ये duct के थ्रू ही आते हैं sperm, तो यहाँ तक egg तक नहीं पहुँच पाएंगे sperms. So what happens? fertilization नहीं हो पाएगा. ठीक है, sperm नहीं पहुँचे तो fertilization नहीं होगा. तो फॉर फर्टिलाइजेशन क्या होगा, स्पर्म शुड बी रीच्ड अप टू द ओवम और एग तक पहुंचना है. इन सच केसेस द टेक्निक ऑफ इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन, जिसको बोलते हैं हम IVF, इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन. ठीक है, IVF बोलते हैं, इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन, दैट इज यूज्ड. ये IVF इज यूज्ड इन सच केसेस. ठीक है, अब क्या होगा, इन दिस टेक्निक द फर्टिलाइजेशन इज डन इन द इन विट्रो. इन विट्रो का मतलब है दैट इन द ग्लास टेस्ट ट्यूब. ओके, इन दिस टेक्निक वी विल यूज द ग्लास टेस्ट ट्यूब और पेट्री डिश. सो दैट इज इन विट्रो, इसको ही इन विट्रो बोलेंगे. Okay, and the male parents sperms and the female parents egg are collected and kept together on for a few hours in a glass test tube for the fertilization. Okay, so that's why it kept together. ठीक है, fertilization लिख दिया. In IVF laboratory we are doing this experiment, or we can just fuse these sperm and egg in the IVF laboratories. In case fertilization takes place, then zygote is formed. Then what's happened? The zygote is allowed to develop for about a week and then introduced in the women's uterus for further development. Okay. Now development takes place in the uterus like the other baby, and the baby is born through the technique of in vitro fertilization. These are called test tube babies. Okay. इन्हीं को हम टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबीज़ बोलते हैं. जो इस टेक्निक से बॉर्न होगी बेबी उनको हम टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबीज़ बोला. तो स्पर्म और ओवम को जब फर्टिलाइज्ड कराया, फर्टिलाइजेशन हुआ या फ्यूज़न हुआ उनका, तो वो कहाँ हुआ? टेस्ट ट्यूब के अंदर हुआ. एक वीक तक उसको वहाँ रखा, देन उसके बाद में इसको ट्रांसप्लांट कर दिया मदर्स के यूट्रस में, और अब इसका डेवलपमेंट 9 मंथ तक बिल्कुल वैसे होगा जैसे नॉर्मल बेबीज़ का होता है. ठीक है, लेकिन जो ये बेबी बॉर्न होगी इस टेक्निक से, इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन से, IVF से, तो इसको हम बोलेंगे टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी. बेबी टेस्ट ट्यूब में नहीं हो रही, ओनली फर्टिलाइजेशन टेस्ट ट्यूब में होता है. ठीक है. नाउ हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट द वर्ड, ये सुना होगा आपने, क्लोनिंग. क्लोनिंग क्या होता है? क्लोनिंग, क्लोनिंग वर्ड सुना होगा आई थिंक. एक्चुअली क्लोनिंग इज ए process by which an organism is derived from a single parent by non-sexual method. Means it does not require the sexual method. An exact copy of complete organism or even a cell can be produced by this method. A clone can be compared to a photocopy of an original. बिल्कुल photocopy होगी original की, as if it is physically and genetically आइडेंटिकल टू इट्स पेरेंट. बिल्कुल पेरेंट जैसी होगी, सेम पेरेंट की फोटोकॉपी होगी ये. डॉली थी द शीप वॉज फर्स्ट मैमल टू क्लोन्ड फ्रॉम एन एडल्ट शीप सेल बाय लैन विल्मेट एंड हिज कलीग्स एट द रसलिन इंस्टीट्यूट इन एडिनबर्ग स्कॉटलैंड ऑन 5 जुलाई 1996. ठीक है, तो 1996 में डॉली सबसे पहले ये क्लोनिंग की गई और ये शीप थी. गॉट इट? नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्लेन द लास्ट प्रोसेस दैट इज मेटामॉर्फोसिस. Metamorphosis, you know that during the development from fertilized egg to an adult, considerably changes occur in the body structure. Okay, and in most animals the fertilized egg develops into an embryo which increases in size, then volume, and grows into the adult. Okay, in some animals like frog, silkworm, butterfly, mosquito, the young ones look very different from the adult. Okay. And you have already learned how development of baby takes place in humans. Let us briefly study the life cycle of butterfly. Last year you have studied about the butterfly, about the life cycle of silkworm I think. ठीक है, silkworm पढ़ा था आपने last time में. So there will be the different stages in the life cycle of silkworm, in the life cycle of frog. So that you can see that the young one of the frog is totally different from the adult stage. Got it? So that metamorphosis is the process by which the young one form of insects and some animals such as frogs develops into the adult form. ठीक है, उसको हम बोलेंगे मेटामॉर्फोसिस. ओके, जैसे बटरफ्लाई की साइकिल है तो उसमें सबसे पहले एग होगा बटरफ्लाई में. ठीक है, एग के बाद में एग डेवलप करेगा, एग जो है हेज्ड आउट हो जाएगा तो लार्वा के फॉर्म में आ जाएगा, कैटरपिलर बनेगा, तो उससे बाहर आएगा लार्वा या कैटरपिलर. ठीक है। तो सेकेंड स्टेज लार्वा की हो गई या कैटरपिलर की बोल सकते हो आप। थर्ड स्टेज में प्यूपा आ जाएगा, चारों ओर उसके कवरिंग होगी, सो प्यूपा इज फॉर्म्ड। और लास्ट में प्यूपा के बाद में एडल्ट बटरफ्लाई हो जाएगी, ठीक है। तो इस तरह से ये स्टेजेस आर देयर, बटरफ्लाई होगी लास्ट में, व्हाट इट। सो ये डिफरेंट स्टेजेस हैं बटरफ्लाई की साइकिल से। सिल्क वॉर्म की भी ऐसे ही है, एग है, ऐसे ही इधर फ्रॉग की है तो एग है, लार्वा है एंड फ्रॉग मिल जाएगा। तो लार्वा स्टेज में यू विल गेट टेडपोल मिलेगा। एंड जो डिस्टिंक्ट स्टेजेस हैं इसमें एग से टेडपोल से फ्रॉग, सो दैट टेडपोल लुक्स वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द adult frog, got it। So the process of drastic changes by a tadpole or a caterpillar changes into an adult is called metamorphosis। meta का मतलब होता है after, morph मतलब form, okay, so that's why it is known as metamorphosis। So you can write the definition of metamorphosis also। metamorphosis में egg, then larva, then pupa and adult butterfly। ऐसे ही you can write that frog के बाद larva stage में tadpole होगा and last में adult frog, you can write that। And you can write the definition of metamorphosis also, the transformation of larva into adult through many changes is called metamorphosis, okay। So आप definition भी लिख सकते हो। Now you have heard about the word oviporous and viviporous। So oviporous is means egg producing animals are known as oviporous, okay, means which are producing egg। You can write that animals that lay eggs are known as oviporous। ovi related to egg और ova, ये word ही है, means egg है, means egg animals जो egg दे रहे हैं उनको हम oviporous बोलेंगे। एग्जाम्पल्स यू कैन राइट hen है, ठीक है, frog है, etc which are laying eggs, ठीक है, which are producing eggs। नेक्स्ट है viviporous। viviporous are those animals that produce their young ones, ठीक है। तो viviporous वो animals हैं that are giving the birth to their babies, वो हम लिखेंगे viviporous। So animals that give birth to young ones, animals that give birth to their young ones, उनको हम बोलेंगे viviporous, ओके। ऑल एनिमल्स हैं, हायर एनिमल्स हैं, मैमल्स हैं, ठीक है, ये क्या है, मैमल्स सारे viviporous है। ह्यूमन बींग्स दैट इज ऑल्सो viviporous, सो यह सारे viviporous है, ओके। So with this I have completed this chapter, so please learn these terms and draw the diagrams, write the functions of each organs, okay। At last, thank you and have a nice day.